Alright, let's start because I'm bored. I don't like being bored. How are you guys all doing tonight? Um, so I just got access to Bard from Google in their beta. So I'm kind of interested in seeing how that competes with thing. Oh, let me show you that real quick while you're paying attention. So you have your timeline, which you probably know. But when you go to an object, an item, or whatever, under the edit, campaign dates, if you put in 1701, just do midnight and save, it will automatically update the timeline accordingly. And it does that for events, for characters. I would create that as an event. So I would come up here and create an event. And I would create it. And I would say Iron Age. And then I would have links to whatever events happened in the Iron Age linked to this event. And then I would have a begin date and an end date of that age is how I would handle it. Oh, dang it. Does that make sense? So that's how I would handle it. I know that our groups all handle things wicked differently. So but that's how I'm going to handle it in Grimwood. I haven't started my ages yet in Grimwood because, well, it's only got founded around 1700s, so it's really not that old. I mean, the city underneath Grimwood, which you guys will probably visit, is a lot older, but Grimwood itself is not that old. Well, I've invited players. Super, do you have you don't have access to the city builder yet, right? And I don't think you were here last week, were you? If you have a city which has the connection place of city, it would automatically come up if you have it. Only certain people do, and I don't know if you're in part of the betas yet. But what's really cool about this is that I have my city broken up into districts, and each district has buildings, different buildings in it that I can automatically edit and configure. You can even quickly add a new building. Let's see if I'll set a category first. We'll call this a shop. And they have there we go. The Crankin's Claw Tavern. Oh, that's a good one. I'm okay with that being we can make that a ship or something. Yeah, actually I like that right here. A tavern that is ship comes to dock every evening. And then now it's in here, and I can set connections directly right here. I can do classic edit if I want to do classic edit. I can do a quick edit, which allows me to do quick description and any quick secrets. And then add an image and that type of stuff directly here. It's coming. It's definitely coming. He's done some great work on it, and most of the beta group is very, very excited about it. So I'm glad to see that all the work he's done is paying off, because it's really well done. This is alpha, so it's even less people are getting into this one. Not everybody in beta has it yet, I don't believe. But it allows you to do like some really cool things, and then like you can create subregions. If you had subregions of subregions, really, the only thing I wish it had was drag and drop. This should really be Marble Rock Piers. So you have to make sure. Yeah, I did. So you have to make sure that your cities have a connection of city, town. What's the other ones? City, town. I know if you do city, it shows up. So as long as they have that place category of city, and you're in the alpha, you'll get access to it. But it's all whitelisted. I know that much. And it still has some bugs, like less so. He's been working on them, and he's done a really good job. I don't want that one. Oops. See, that's a bug that I need. I hope it goes away. Kraken's Tower. I want to change that to be... I believe it takes city, town, and village. Now, mind you, Rindell, if you're not in the alpha, you probably won't have access to it yet, even though you're beta. He's keeping it very limited right now. I know that much. Let me change this while I'm thinking of it. Marble Rock Piers. I know the feature has already been requested to be able to. I'm gonna refresh that. Yeah, if he indicated he signed you up, maybe he hasn't whitelisted you because I don't think he's home yet. He might be, but I believe we were chatting, and I don't think he was at his work computer for Scabbard. Because he has to manually whitelist you, so it's possible he hasn't whitelisted you yet. I know that the feature has been requested to be able to drag and drop different buildings into different districts, which would be handy, so handy. Like, I just created a Hellbarrow Bay, but I wanted it in Marble Rock Piers, actually. So it would have been nice to have that handy. It's really not a shop either. It's bar, I think, what I listed it as. Yeah, I listed it as bar because this is modern day. So the whole thought process I have is I want to test Chat GPT and first the Bard and see how well they do. And now that I have a new place, maybe that's the thing to do. Let's come up here and grab Marble Rock Piers information so that we can paste it in. And then we can say there's a Crankin' Claw Tavern. Crankin' Claw Tavern. A bar called Can You Help Me describe it and help me make a backstory for it with an owner. Let's see what it comes up with. Oh God, I don't blame you there. The Crankin' Claw Tower is a small, dingy tavern located in the heart of Marble Rocks. It is a popular spot for sailors, merchants, and other adventurers who want to drink, gamble, and swap stories. The tavern is owned by a brawling named Krog, who is a former sailor himself. Krog is a gruff and kind-hearted man who always willing to lend a helping hand. Krog's Tavern is a place where people from all walks of life come together to share stories. It is a place where people can forget their troubles and relax for a while. The tavern's also a place where people can find information and help when they need it. Krog is always willing to give advice to those who ask. There we go. There's your answer. Let's see. Here are possible backstories for Krog. Krog was a sailor. Cool. That's pretty awesome. That did really well. Now I'm going to literally copy the same thing and put it into Chat GPT and see what Chat GPT gives us. Let's see what Chat GPT does. So Craven Tower is allegedly established nestled within the heart of marble rocks. It is rough exterior made of driftwood adorned with various nautical relics. Fossilized crank and claw that hangs above the entrance. A silent sentinel, tales and adventures that unfold within its walls. The tavern is owned by Barnabas Whitaker. Barney, a retired pirate captain who settled in Marble Rock after a life of plundering. Let's see. Bushy gray beard and single gold earring glints. The tavern is a popular place for adventurers. They both kind of do a good job. I like that not only did, like, it went further with Krog's story on this one. He was only looking for 10, so there you go, Super. Guess you won't be getting sleep now. Bart does seem kind of generic. It seems very... Yes, this is a spot for sailors. Ho, 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 ho. It did create the character Krog, and he was helpful. But this one created Barnabas, who has... He staffs it with colorful characters. Well, 3 hours of sleep, I don't blame you. I gotta get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, somewhere around there, to get to the gym tomorrow, so I won't be staying too terribly long after 10:30. Yeah, no, I think I still like the Chat GPT stuff. I think you're right. I think it's less generic. Feels less generic. Let's see here. All right, so technically this should... Scanning still not working stuff? No problem. Go get some sleep. I'm glad you were able to stop by for a little bit. Let's see here. And then he is the owner of that establishment. The cranking... that's an item that's going to be part of the... Locals believe to be fictitious, but Ironbound believed to be fictitious. I can't spell tonight. It is the location of... No, that's probably a good idea. It's just hide it for now. Awesome. Let's see here. So, yeah, that did So, Bard, let's see how. Let's reset the chat. And given the description from Chat GPT, let's see what it can do. Can you help me create a backstory for Barnabas? What's that? For Barnabas. And help me describe what he looks like. See what they can come up with. All the while, I'm just going to copy this back in here and place it there since it already has it. Oh, good. Then let's... So the adventure ideas, the rumors, and world building ideas should work now? What's the difference between Harmony and Alejandro? Are they the same or are they different? So, like, if I say, like, what is the culture like in Grimwood slums? And I ask, gotcha. So they're different. One's goody. Okay. So they have different personalities. In the slums of Grimwood, there is a strong sense of community amongst the citizens. People look out for one another, and there is a culture of shared responsibilities and mutual aid. The slums of Grimwood are full of life and creativity in the streets, art, music, dance being commonplace. In Grimwood slums, there is a culture of resilience and resourcefulness. People are adapting at making do whatever resource they can find. There is a culture of innovation in slums of Grimwood, with people consistently inventing new ways to make their lives easier and more enjoyable. The slums of the Grimwood have a culture of hustle and entrepreneurship. People are always looking for new opportunities and new ways of making money. And I'm assuming refresh allows us to get more. Or will. So when I hit done, where does it add it to Grimwood? The actual Grimwood. Huh. Oh, okay. So it adds as another question and gives you the answers underneath. Okay, that's neat. So it adds it to the tree. And then you can add to the page from there. Oh, okay. Except that it's only adding blah, blah, blah at the moment. What's... Okay. Okay. Cool. So I could go even further. Not sure this is supposed to be happening. Refresh, make sure that it just wasn't a rendering thing. Looks like it was just a rendering thing. See what Harmony has to say about what magical creatures live in Grimwood. See what it comes up with. Dragons, unicorns, fae, and demons. And centaurs. Not gonna have centaurs. You know what? I'm okay with those processes. Neat. Yeah, it did work. Oh, to go deeper? No, when I went to go deeper, like on dragons, if I ask Harmony, it just brings up things to think about. And when I do that, it just brings up more questions. Adds more questions. And I'm pretty sure that adds more questions. Just added more questions down here. But it's actually duplicating stuff at that point. Okay. But if I refresh, it brings everything back the way it was. So it's got to be something. But it does create more. Yeah, so it creates more questions. No, I clicked on so we have this question, what type of magical creatures? When I clicked on that, that worked. But if I go deeper and ask Harmony, it then does things to think about by default because there's no question here. I'm assuming that's why it did that. I like that it does answer these questions, though. Like, what magical institutes can be found? Switch back to Alejandro. And it comes up with for Alejandro in the tavern. Of course he is. And then so if I find, okay, so let's say the Temple Moon, dedicated to the worship Moon Goddess, which I don't have in the game. If I do ask Alejandro, it doesn't think about them. It just creates rumor. It just creates more stuff for Grimwood. Not necessarily what I'm putting in. Not necessarily the Temple Moon Goddess. But closing out doesn't do that weird bug. So. You know, I haven't even thought about the religion. I mean, there's the Church of the Silver Flame. That's the only religion I really have in Grimwood. I should really expand that. Oh, I'll show you. So if I ask Alejandro on this one, and I hit done, it creates underneath all of these what is ironbound, what is social. It duplicates the questions under each tree branch. Do you see that? But if I refresh, it goes back to the way it was. With only the ones that I actually asked the question having the branches. Yeah, if you reload. It still doesn't answer the question about the Temple Moon. It doesn't ask more questions about the Temple Moon of the Moon, which I think is what you're indicating it should do. Correct? Yeah, that's pretty cool that it answers the questions, though. That's really handy, actually, because yeah, I can only get one question deep. Can I change the timeout to 15 seconds? Do I have that access? Oh, Twitch. Yeah. Give me a sec. Let me see what I can't do about that. Do. Um, There you go. It should be disabled now. I do still have that 5-second delay, but there's not much I can do about that at the moment. Yeah. It's foo. Here today. So, okay, so that's sort of a bug. It's interesting. So what else do I want to ask here? What's the most popular attractions? Let's ask Alejandro about that one. Nightlife. See what the... I'm also doing Alejandro in a weird way because I'm doing it for modern day, not fantasy. Witch's Coven. I like that. Where should I put that? Let's put it in Malibu Rock. Because I don't have anything in there. What did they call it? The Witch's Coven. Witch's Coven. Secret. Coven. Witches that will teach each other. We'll mark this as secret. Well, the custom categories is working. I know you had problems with that earlier. Put down, where is it? Witches Coven. A gathering place for witches. Want That you come up here and place it in here. Didn't you have problems with the custom categories and the random name generator? So, all right. What else? Let's take. We already have it up here, so let's do it here. And you help me describe the witch's coven. And what place looks like. See what that gives me. I thought I read today in Discord that you guys were having problems with the custom categories. I might be wrong. I might have not read it right. I was kind of in and out of the Discord today, and it was a pretty busy place today. Yeah, that's what I mean. All right, so hidden in the shadows of the outskirts. Yeah, it works for me, so... Wow. Gave me a lot for this one. And I'm gonna take it because it sounds pretty good from just the general. So hidden in the shadowy outskirts of Malabort Rock Piers, the Witches' Coven is gathering praise for witches, warlocks, and other magical beings seeking to practice their dark arts and share their arcane knowledge. The coven is housed within an ancient gnarled tree grove, where the air is thick and the scent of herbs and whispers of ancient spells. Interesting. I like it. At the heart of the grove, larger flat service altar. Let's see if Chat GPT, if I mean Midjourney, can give me something good. Or that description there. Yeah, the random name generator is working great. In fact, I'm gonna add a new place. We're just gonna call it let's call it a pier. Is there a pier? Port. That will work. Let's do a random name generation on this. See what happens. Port of Reflection. No. Renewal. Haven of the West. Wayfarer's Wharf. Really? Oh, let's find out. Will it do the random name generation even though it's not a shared category? Ooh. Bluefin Pier. That's pretty handy. I can put in something largest pier in marble rock piers. So I don't want the lighthouse. There we go. There we go. That's what I want. I want Alejandro to... Oh, I have to have at least 30 words. That's fine. Let's get 30 words. My neck is killing me today. Alright, so constructed over 200 years ago by a coalition of human, elves, and dwarf builders, Bluefin Pier was designed to be a testament of power and unity in cooperation. The diverse craftsmanship combined with their unique knowledge to create a pier that was not only functional but also a work of art. The intricate carvings. Ooh, I like this. So it has intricate carvings. The pier itself is a marvel of engineering, wide, sturdy wooden Broadway, supported by massive stone pillars that exist deep in the sea floor. The pillars are adorned with vast sculptures depicting scenes of maritime. Cool. Now, I should be able to go to... Why is it doing that? There we go. Now if I ask Alejandro, it should give me some stuff. Because I have some basic information in there now. Rumors. What kind of goods are imported and exported through Bluefin Pier? Okay. So gotcha. That would do it. I want to get a picture of this. Let me see. This is what Midjourney came up with for the Witch's Coven. I think I'm gonna go with the first one. But I want to get Pier itself as Marvel Engineering. Let's take a look and see what it comes up with for the pier. Witch's Coven. Let's grab that image in there. So, oops, I did it too quickly. There we go. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, that's not what I want. That's interesting. Why would it change the slug? Unless it was completely Be hard to say. But I want to get a picture of that pier because it sounds interesting. Steady wooden board works. Let me see if I can just get something with just that. I really think this will be a really cool place. It's just broke. Okay. That happens. It's alpha. It's the whole point of an alpha. Let's see. This is looking a little bit better. We'll see if it puts the stone pillars on the actual pier like the last one. I want to get this too, but I think I'm gonna have to type it in. Tavern with a kraken fossilized kraken. What did they call it? Kraken fossilized claw over the entry way. Yeah, none of these are exactly what I want to see. Honestly, these are more what I want, but I want... Interesting. I'll have to figure those ones out. Maybe I can get a better description. Let's see if it will just give me a prompt. I don't think it will. Didn't keep the debug. I'm assuming it should have. You said try which question again? The bluefin one? The world building one? Alright. Okay, I see what you're saying. Let's try... No. I still can't get it to work, but I'm also not in debug. Yeah, I tried putting in debug, and it just redirects me. Just redirects me back. Let's see. Alright. While he fixes that, which is Coven, we have like these in Maribel. Salty Dog. We got the Salty Dog. We got Tomag the Dursil the Sea Witch. She could be part of the Coven. Which is Coven. We can go here, connections, and we can make the leader of Ursula the Sea Witch. Oh. Oh. Okay, try debug again. Let's try it. There we go. Kept it that time. Let's take a look. Witch's Coven. Ask Alejandro. There we go. Now it's getting the right stuff. If it can find Alejandro. Interesting. Yeah. It's not connecting. I will. Yeah, go ahead and try. Gotta finish this though tonight so I can get it done. Isn't that a character? Or is that a place? No, that's a character. Ursula the Sea Witch. That's what I thought. Witch's Coven, connections. Leader. Ursula. Drusilla. That's why I'm not finding it. Make her the leader of the Witch's Coven in Marabou. And then we got the Crab and Claw, we got the Salty Dog. So we have 2 taverns. We have the Witch's Coven, and then we have the Bluefin Pier. I'd like to add... this is going to be a... shipwright. Let's call it... Actually, I changed my mind. Let's do mine. Let's do a random name. Iron Depths. I don't like it. I'm going to copy it, so if we want to go back to it, we can. The Silver Chasm, Glittering Caves, Sapphire Depths. I think we're going to do Sapphire Depths. A Oceanside Mine Shaft. No problem. Talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by. I'm probably going to end the inning soon anyways because it's 9:45 and I got to get up early. Sapphire Depth. Describe it and create a backstory for it. Cool. We just got some extra characters for the history books, too. And they're dwarfs, so they could be still alive. So they're surrounding it whisper tales of an ancient magical artifacts within the depths, guarded by some fearsome creatures and deadly traps. It said Baglar himself had ventured deep into the mine in search for these artifacts, never to be seen again. Like it. Let's use it. Edit. Save. Classic mode so I can scan. Lars Stonehammer is a character. He is the owner. Mark him as owner. And we'll scan again because I want to mark Beglar as Beglar Stonehammer. And Stonehammer's Rest. Is a place. And it is a neighbor of the Fire Depths. Alright. I think. Alright, so Sapphire, that finishes off Marble Rock Piers. So I think that's where we're going to end tonight. Thank you guys for all of you guys that did show up. There will be no stream next week because I am out of town, so I will not be able to stream. But look for one the following week. So 2 weeks from now, we should have a stream. I'm hoping to do a map, so that next time it will be a map creation. So looking forward to that. You guys have a great night, and thanks for coming by.